like I said, this case about foreigners selling poisonous food and kids dying, it's getting messy and it's starting to be political and makes me wonder actually what is really happening, because the environmental health people who check and process food and test the food have came up with a report. The report says those kids who died in Soweto and Aledi, they were not killed by those snacks, because those snacks didn't resemble any toxic chemicals, like poisonous chemicals that way. So it makes me wonder, who is behind these agendas? Who is fueling all of these things, these agendas, Because it was going to be understandable when the results came and they proved, yeah, these kids are dying from this and spaza shops must be closed. But now it's leaving us with a big question, a question mark. What is going on? And Mr. Gayton Mchenzie, being a minister in government, is getting himself involved again, like we saw with the Chidima case. And with him getting involved in this, while all of this is under investigation, and while the environmental health people are saying it's not the snacks that are killing the kids, and he's saying, nah, next thing they're gonna say these kids are committing suicide, they're killing themselves. So in a way he's denying, he's saying what they are reporting is wrong. The news was reported by ENCA, but the people who broke the story are the people from environmental health, people who do the checking of the products, the checking of the causes of the diseases and this product. Is there a link? They found out there's no link. And Mr. Gayton Mchenzie, just because he hates foreigners so bad, he wants to involve himself in this. Remember with the Chidima case? The Chidima case, it was like, okay, Chidima people, yeah, they are speaking against it. And then he hijacked it. He made it about himself. He got involved with his patriotic alliance. And then the hatred towards Chidima started to fuel up. Even celebrities were getting involved in the hatred. People were using Chidima for PR to push their agendas of chasing foreigners and foreigners must go. We saw what happened to Chidima, you see, and the case now is stagnant. We don't know what's going on. Last time we checked, they said they're going to update us. The case is stagnant. The media is quiet. Now that Chidima is pulled out, Chidima's name's brand has been tarnished in South Africa. People have gotten what they wanted, political scores. They got political scores. Lord knows if Chidima really committed a fraud or not, because the mother is still living a happily ever life. Chidima is also living a happily ever life out there, doing wonderful things. There's no signs of her complaining, her mother is in prison, things like that. No, her mother is living a happily ever after life. Makes you wonder, was there really anything, you see? Because last time I checked, Chidima spoke and she said, nah, there was no case, there was nothing, according to Chidima. Allegedly, according to Chidima. All of this is there online. You can go research for yourself. So, Mr. Gayton Mchenzie involving himself in the investigations of what is killing these kids and already concluding that it's foreigners. It's these foreigners. It's what they're selling. Imagine the type of leadership, it's a leadership based on speculations. You don't investigate. You don't prove what you're saying. Just because you hate someone, you prove, it's just a confirmation. It's them, they kill. But they researched the food. They took the snacks, they took amakeke. Everything that people were claiming is the things that killed those children. They took them, they investigated, they found out it's not really those snacks that are killing these kids. So the big question is, what is going on? Because now, Mr. Gayton Mchenzie is involving himself. We saw yesterday Mr. Fikile Mbalula involved himself. Next thing, the government is going to be involving themselves. And then some of the politicians will be using this to their benefit because it favors their narratives. They'll be using this for their own personal scores, forgetting the investigation, trying to get to the bottom of this. If these kids are not being killed by the snacks, who is killing these kids? what is killing these kids. We'll end up not finding out actually what's happening because we'll be blinded by the hatred of foreigners. We'll end up being blinded by, like, hey, foreigners must go. It will blind us. We'll continue living with serial killers amongst us, and we won't know because they know. We won't see them. The only people we'll see is these foreigners we hate so much. People are gonna get away with murder if we're not aware, if we're not careful. But it is what it is, you know. I'm just saying. I didn't expect Mr. Gayton Mchenzie to involve himself like this. Like already coming speculations and conclusions that they are lying. It's foreigners who are killing these children. Nah, there's something fishy. Like, there's something big happening. And I don't know what it is. But you know, with God, with God, you can never get away with a lie. Whatever happens in the dark will always come to the light. You see, the agendas were there. People were hyped. Hey, it's foreigners who are doing this. And then the results came back. And it says it's not foreigners. So imagine when they continue with the investigations. What more will they find? What type of chemicals will they find that really cause these kids to die? We're not saying foreigners don't sell food that is expired. We know they sell food that is expired. Everybody knows that. But is that really what is killing the kids? Why is only the kids dying? Some people are already coming with speculations that some of the people are sacrificing kids to benefit politically. That's how evil some people are. Then it makes you wonder, what type of a world are we living in? What type of a world are we living in? It's innocent kids. Can we dive deep into this? Because, you know, if you don't dive deep, people will get away with murder. People will get away with murder, murdering kids, sacrificing kids. Many will get away with it. And they will continue sacrificing more kids because it benefits certain agendas. I'm not saying anything. I'm not speculating anything. I'm coming up with a discussion out here, and I'm just saying I didn't expect Mr. Gayton Mchenzie to involve himself the way he involved himself. Like, already coming with speculations and denials to the investigations and all the investigations that are going on. He's already concluding. So there's no need for investigation. That means these foreigners committed this, and then they must go to jail. There's no need for investigation. And why is he so in denial of an investigation? But it is what it is. It's the world we live in. It's the world we live in. People are guilty without evidence. That's why many people go to jail without evidence. It's the world we live in, you know. People are being framed for things they didn't do. But one day, the truth will come to light. And I believe it will shock a lot of people. It will shock a lot of people. A lot of people will be shocked by the truth because they won't expect it. And a lot of people will be in denial of what is going to be proven into them. They are going to deny it. You know why? Because it won't be favoring their politics, their agendas. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.